let's get this started then. Okay.
Let's get it started. Yeah. Hey, everybody. What is up, everybody? We are not your average fangirls. Woo! We are here for our live broadcast. Hello, everyone. You guys look great today. Recently, Ace had their live sirens call.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, anyway, while they figure out what they're doing.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It's Terica. I am in Tampa with Carolina. And I'm Carolina. So we're half of not your average fangirls, while the other half gets their internet all together.
Sorry, we died. No. Oh, there's more people in here now. See, that was.
We're waiting for y'all to leave so you can join.
That was strategic. Again, what's up, you guys? It is not your average fangirls here with our live podcast episode, I guess, technically. It is your girl, Kat. Recently, Ace had their Siren Call online concert, and June covered Versace on the Floor, and I haven't been the same. I will be filing a lawsuit with Feed Interactive, so they should be checking their emails from the email from my lawyer very soon. Thank you.
I am her lawyer. Hi. Hey guys, it's Cynthia, and I am actually in the middle of getting the back of my phone case redecorated. I am actually, for the first time ever, for the first time in a while, I'm going to be having someone that is not Raven as the photo card in the back of my phone.
Gas.
No way. Is it Gonu?
So if you guys have any guesses, please let me know.
Somebody commented, I said, I can't believe you two together. Like, yes.
Friendship.
We did it. But let's get this started. We wanted to talk about kind of the craziest moments in K-pop that have happened in 2021 so far, because obviously it's just half year. But honestly, if y'all, I just want to talk about IM. I'm sorry, not IM. I mean, we can talk about him too. He was disrespectful.
You have something to say? Do you need to share something
with the class?
What's going on?
I need to share something
with
the
audience.
Well, audience, IM has been coming for me. Juhani's still my bae and he's still my bias, but IM, I guess, was in my mind because that's the first thing about you. Oh, maybe he was talking about me,
For Carolina, it's not Juhani 100, it's Juhani 50% now.
Yeah, he is a dangerous young man.
I don't know why I thought of IM. Why?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't
Carolina
you?
said, I am a cheater.
Juhani
I am what I am.
Rude.
And that is unloyal.
No. Let's start this off with Hyunjin. That's what I wanted to say. Let's talk about with Hyunjin, honestly. So this year we had a lot of some, bullying allegations and craziness that people were just pointing fingers left and right. I think that was one of our craziest moments, Hyunjin being accused of bullying and, just for arguing with a friend.
Yeah, it was a guy that wasn't his friend. They didn't get along. They weren't even friends. But honestly, just the way it played out, Twitter, Jay dropped the what was it? Soompi was boom, this actor, bullies, and we're like, what the heck? And then 2 hours later, boom, this idol, bullies. We're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Random people.
Honestly, and I still can't believe that Hyunjin just came back. It took that long for him to
just came back.
For why?
It was 7 months. It was
exactly.
A long time.
That's messed up. There was no reason for him to do that. So yes, Vicky, the list of idols dragged into those bullying allegations. Listen,
that were innocent, Mr. Mingyu.
Chu, little sweet baby Chu. They said, not cheat me up with a bad Chu.
The list of idols, I saw her name and I was like, anyway.
I was like, are you sure? I was like, Chu? These two?
They were just
the little
Chu bullied me and everybody was just
bullied me with kindness.
What?
But sadly, there were some allegations that were proven to be true, and that totally sucks because you're just what was I
supported Chu. We cue the little thing of what was Tyra Banks, was it? We were rooting for you.
worst thing is that there were like bullying scandals that were true, but it was so overshadowed by the bullying scandals that weren't true that it like took away from the victims that actually like were like victimized, and it made it so sad because you had all these other people using this as like, oh well, he argued with me in class, he's a bully. Like, bitch, do you know the amount of people I argued with in school? Like, because if all of them were like, you're
exactly,
we threw hands. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down.
Imagine you lost. It's okay.
Like, calm down. But yeah, but I just think that it was super just not okay for Hyunjin to be gone for that long.
That long. He was the only one. Like everybody else, like it got cleared up and they were just like promoting like, yeah, new album like the next day. But he was just like tucked away in the basement writing apology letters. And I was like, for like, what?
What even? And yeah, Chris.
The saddest thing too is that throughout Kingdom too, like Kingdom was like such a big thing for Stray Kids, and he's like the lead performer in Stray Kids. So you took away like the lead, like the center of their group for like arguing with his homie because he didn't like him. Like, exactly. And the thing is, like the first original performance that Hyunjin was a part of, he was such a like instrumental part of why I love that performance so much.
Yeah.
And why I really like any Stray Kids performance. So like missing that factor, even though Stray Kids did amazing throughout the entirety of Kingdom, like missing that factor of like,
wow, amazing. But anyway, it was a hard time at like between all of us, like in the group chat, like every day we had like a little calendar, like we were that cat meme standing there. You guys froze again. We were just like, when will our husband come back from war? And like every day it was like a checklist, like day 52 without Hyunjin, little food, no water. How will he survive? Like it was so sad. Like we missed him so much.
We were in the trenches.
We really were
for Hyunjin. I'm saying we were rooting for that. Like just for him to get back.
Like it was just really sad. Like I didn't understand. Like, and no statement either. It wasn't like this is why. It's just like, oh, he's going on hiatus. Okay, bye. Like there was no in between. So it was just kind of like, okay.
What even? Yeah. That whole like what was it? It was like 3 days. Yeah. And everything just dropped like back to back to back to back to back.
It was a wild time. Because like you just never know when you wake up in the morning who is going to be accused next. It was just like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
And then you get scared because it's like, oh my God, this is my bias. Or like Nicole said, they're just eating him out of like.
They did. They just act who Hyunjin, who that?
Yep, literally that was JYP.
Like no trace.
JYP was just like, who's Hyunjin? We don't know Hyunjin.
Yeah, no, that is, even though they're still selling his merch because they still sold like his little plushies and everything. I'm like, who's that?
Honestly, I feel like that's what gave us hope that they were still promoting like his merch and like his things, and they're back.
Yay!
Yeah,
but also like not to make this like it's not about me, but like anyways, it's the Libra. It's not about me, and like is that like again, not to make this about me or anything, but like I was devastated. Like I was hurt. I felt like I was the victim. I was just like they took away my man, and on top of that, because I make everything on NCT. The girl that got accused of bullying, now Jaehyun doesn't even have a drama anymore. Well, like he put in all this work, and I was so ready to support my man, who's not my man but is my man. He didn't even get a check for that. Like.
Didn't get anything.
He didn't get anything.
That's sad.
It's so sad. We'll never see that drama.
The sadness of it.
Or what?
We were so ready for Jaehyun in that role as well. I was so ready to see it.
I was so ready. He worked so hard. He didn't sleep, and he didn't do the eating challenges because he was dieting or whatever. And for what?
For nothing, anyways. But yeah, but I think somebody else, I think it was Chris, mentioned like that the victims actually got like overlooked because there were just so many, and there was like false allegations that nobody believed it. And we thought, at least like when we talked about it, we were just like, that is so unfair to them. But because then the truth ones, like people are not paying attention to it because everybody's just like, well, everybody's lying. And
even like, no. Even though they're just like, yeah, no, this is proven true. Probably not, whatever. Just because there were so many just like false allegations. I wonder what sparked that. Like, I wonder who just
said today, hey, today we're gonna go ahead and say that everybody's a bully. It's like, oh
yeah, for all of the idols.
Right. I'm glad it gave like a platform, or gave the people who were bullied like the courage to stand up, because they saw so many people coming out. Because like for them, they probably thought like, oh, this person probably went through what I went through, so they thought it was true. So they were like, okay, cool, now I can speak up And then to just find out that most of them were false, like as someone, like if I was in their position, I would be like, well, damn, like now people aren't going to believe me, which is exactly what I thought would happen in the first place, is why I didn't say anything. So
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And that was like towards the beginning of the year. It's like March, right? I don't even know.
It felt like it was a long week.
It just felt like very long. Also, you know, we're talking about messed up things. Let's talk about Ilhoon, because that's another thing. That is another thing that
my boy.
Go ahead, Kat.
No, I was saying my boy. I feel so bad.
I feel so bad for him. Like paying that much money for that.
Yeah. Like if you guys don't know what happened, I mean, a lot of hey, who knows? Ilhoon got like sentenced because he smoked some, you know, Mary Jane and
smoking that tweet.
And we were just like, I know, like this has a lot to do with just culture and different laws, but we were just like, really?
I just feel so bad. Can you imagine? Like, just what did he get? Like what is it?
I don't even know. He spent like over 100K on
but like three. I know, right? That's the biggest. That's punishment in its own. What was that? 3 years? Like, what was it? It was something ridiculous? Like years, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like 3 years.
Yeah. They get like the amount of time that he got was higher than someone that like assaulted someone. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like that is way worse, in my opinion, than smoking some lettuce that grows outside.
It's not, but it's true.
Some lettuce.
Like you're not hurting anyone. You're just chilling, you're vibing. But we will never understand what it's like being from Korea, living in Korea, growing up with like those laws and like that mindset. But ultimately it comes down to like, did he hurt someone? No. If anything, he's making the economy flourish. It's good for the economy.
It's not good for the economy. They ain't taxing it. If they wanted it to be good for the economy, make it legal.
Market economy.
It's good because he's buying it from somebody, and then somebody is using that money. And so, you know.
Also, question. So the one girl who sells to everybody and then tells on them, how is she still?
Girl, she's an informant. She's an informant. She don't matter. The cops are like, okay, tell me all your information.
But even then, like, also, if I was an idol and I knew this girl like 6 idols before then and got caught, I would be like, that's fishy. Because
I ain't talking to you.
Yeah, my dude down here that lives in like Itaewon, like he got lots of clients and ain't nobody been caught yet. So I'm gonna hit him up. I'm not gonna go to this girl who every time someone buys from her 2 months later, they're going to jail. Like, like everyone knows who she is now. So why does she keep getting clients?
You think that there would be a correlation? Like they were on the stand, like, this girl is
they're not the brightest light bulbs.
The girls with fun, yes, the power she has is terrifying. You are right, because we mentioned this before multiple times, but we're just like, how is she not in jail? And it's because she has money, I think, right? Somebody said that she comes from like,
but don't he got money too? He got bankies in a whole K-pop group.
Chris says she's allegedly been on probation. I think she's from a Chavo family. Yeah, I think she's so like heck of money. Like,
so if you owe money, you get probation. If you new money, boosting the economy, sparking tourism, you get years.
So the only way this girl is going to be able to get her punishment is if I go to Korea and lay hands. Noted. Got you. I will be there. I will be there.
I won't be there. Okay. I can't.
I hope she knows how to fight. Okay. I hope those years in probation have taught her something. Because
now, honestly, Cherika, if we go and be her ass, basically what they'll do is just fly us back. They're just like, leave, get out.
I don't know, y'all. I'm black. They gonna keep me over there.
I'll do it on a live trip.
Say I had nothing to do with that, sir. I was just going to the SM Town Museum. I just wanted to see some K-pop boys.
Yep. Who's that girl? I don't know her.
I don't know her.
You have a podcast? Travis Fangirls? No, I don't know that
What's
lady.
That? I don't know her. They using my name and likeness, sir. Lawsuit
for defamation. For real.
Nope.
He's gonna sue us.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, like we talk about it this way, but like we know that it's serious over there and like it's their law. It's just that for us, exactly, like we would never understand that. And it was just like the things like what Cynthia said, like there's more cases of like sexual assault and things like that have happened that they're just like the trials are still going on.
Or they get 10 months.
Or they get 10 months. And then it's like, well, thank you. I guess you're putting what's more important out there for your like, you know, society. But I just feel bad for him, man.
I think he just got made an example too because he is an idol. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he, like breaking this law. Like, yeah, you see that? Even it doesn't matter who you are, even like an idol, 3 years. So you know, like, and to kind of scare like the general public and like kids. Be like,
yeah. Unless you're the girl that comes from a family, not her though.
Exactly. But she's helping fight crime. It's different. She's a helper. She's standing up for what's right. So dare, don't do drugs.
She's the bait. I literally was just about to say that. I was like, they're gonna start that program. They're gonna start the dare program.
We should go to Korea and start the dare program, bro.
I love dare. I love the tiger. Are you kidding me? I'm all about that.
Tiger.
I didn't even know about this program, but then again,
dare was. I just shout out to our dare like teacher, the captain, for giving me a solo in our dare program, showcasing my vocals. He knew I had talent early. He was just like,
oh, I know. Now look at her.
Right.
All right. Main dancer, vocalist extraordinary.
No, Tarek said she gave up and like what? Like a year later?
Yeah, girl, I don't.
She's like, I don't sing no more.
I only sing for Jesus now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's talk about.
We're gonna bust this man out.
Yeah, we're about to break him out. We're gonna go to Korea and break him.
Like I told you, if you need an American citizenship, I live in Seattle. You can get it anywhere you want. You can go to the street corner and get it. Listen, I will marry you. I'll take one for the team and I'll marry you.
Boom.
So you can get your citizenship and just live your life.
I live in Texas, so I can't help you. We both going to jail. We still, you know.
Same in Florida. They're just like, nope. But here we are. But let's talk about my favorite topic, which is GOT7. We all know it if you've heard the podcast. GOT7 they went their separate ways. What did you say? What'd you say?
I said you were just waiting.
Oh, I was.
Oh, what was that?
I'm pointing at you.
And I was like,
she's bullying. I'm going to jail.
She's bullying me.
God, Cynthia canceled.
Dungeon I go. It's because I'm talking about JYP. Oh my god, he's gonna come through.
Yeah. He's preoccupied right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's right, with Psy. But yeah, GOT7 went their separate ways. That's how we started the year, literally. I think because they broke up like on their anniversary or something like that. They were like, "Oh, it's our anniversary. 2 days later, we gotta re-sign this contract." Yeah, about that, JYP. No.
Like she's still here laughing, but when it happened, the tears. Like Carolina never cries, but like the tears, and we're like, Carolina, it's fine. Like they're probably gonna stay together. Like they're all gonna go. Like, no, you know what we're talking. Like she did not believe us. Like she would not listen. Our thoughts and opinions did not matter. And then she goes on to Twitter and looks up at like, I don't know, JB's like booty hole, whatever, 93. Yeah. And she was just like, oh, they said that they're going to stay together. They're just not. But we're like, did we just
said that?
Told you that.
We were just like,
our opinions and words don't matter to her because we're not in that gossip. All right. Who out with you for all those tours? Us.
Yeah, you're right.
She didn't listen to us, but she listened to Mark Twain's Nipple 22. Okay.
Yeah. It'd be like
exactly. And they did exactly that. But yeah, it wasn't shocking. And honestly, like, although sad, they're much better off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're doing so much better. They're doing their own thing, and they look genuinely so much happier.
Girl, yes, literally. After this, like what I was worried about, which I mean, who wrote it on here? Chris said, yeah, us Agasas were like shocked, but not shocked. I worried that JYP would block things up for them. So that's what I keep reiterating. Like, that's the thing that I was worried about, that they would block them from either singing their songs or using their name or like something like that, because it's JYP. And like, see, I'm sure Mark's nipple know things. They do know.
I bet they've seen a lot of things.
And then Girls with Fun said,
We also knew things.
oh, you're
Not
right.
enough.
Girls with Fun said, I know they're technically still together, but it still hurts. It does, but now seeing them like do what they're doing, I'm like, it's all right.
They still hanging out.
They still hanging out. They still besties, and they're living their best lives. Like, I mean, Young Bam literally released their solos at the same time.
Yeah,
That's something we would do.
This is the real question. Would Carolina still rather have GOT7 together, or would she rather have that Yu-Gi-Oh solo album? Because
R&B Yu-Gi-Oh.
So
I gotta step out. No, that yeah, you know, I plead the fifth. You're right, Cynthia. Thank you. So Alexis says, I'm sad there aren't any shows together. I know. That's the only thing.
It's so weird to have a summer without a GOT7 show.
I haven't seen GOT7 in like 3 years, bro.
That's wild.
I know. I didn't get to make their last tour. Who would have known it wasn't their last one? Their last one.
2019. I never would have thought.
Damn.
I never would have thought.
I said,
yo, I went out with a bang because I had front row for the last show I saw them in.
That's right, you did.
Shout out to Cynthia. She did that.
The best luck for everyone else.
But you're
But yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, no, agree. Yu-Gi-Oh would have never gotten a solo album. And I mean, you could have seen it in their faces anytime that they did something. Like their promotions like was a week long. They were not getting any like magazines, anything. I feel like they were just like quiet before they left.
I think they did that on purpose because they wanted to end things on good terms so they could get a hold of like the name of everything. But I saw this on Twitter and I think Carolina answered it, but just for everyone to know. And I don't know if like people in the chat have a different answer, but when was the moment that you knew that you were like, okay, they're not gonna resign with JYP?
What was that moment? For me, I want to wait. What
was that moment for everyone?
Their debut.
Their debut.
Dang,
girl. Dang, they were just like done dirty. No, for me, I think that when I noticed that they were not gonna resign was like
I said their debut.
Oh my god,
you ma'am.
When
it's because she froze. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, I want to say it was just like during, was it Eclipse? No, Die. I think it was during Die that it was like. It was just prominent, like they were not happy. Yeah, they were not into it. They were not into their promotions. And also their promotion period was like a week.
Yeah, it was hella short.
So I think that then, and I mean, you could tell, especially when J-Bum went on that show for the songwriting.
Yeah.
And JYP heard like a second of the song, was just like, no. And I was like, this man will fight JYP. Even though apparently they have a good relationship. But I think he would still fight JYP.
But I think it's one of those things where like, you could have a good relationship with someone, but you can't work with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like outside of work, like you're cool. Like we can hang out all day, but at work, can you shut up? So I think it's one of those things, like working together, like them with JYP. But like if he wants to come over and cook them like vegan dinners, I'm pretty sure that they'd be cool with that. But, like, I don't even know.
Yeah, because I mean, Bam Bam recently said that he had like drinks with JYP after the contract ended.
Yeah.
And he was just like, no, you need to put that song in there. And I'm like, where was this energy? Wait, GOT7?
It was putting in Twice. That's when all the energy went with Twice.
No hate.
The tea.
Oh no, Twice is great. It ain't gonna, you know.
It's just, I mean, it's obvious. JYP prefers his girl groups, and that's that on that, right? So, but I think that was then.
Yeah.
I know. Let me see here. Chris said that when Jackson started working with 88 Rising, which true. When he started doing a lot of like Team Wang things,
yeah,
I kind of saw that.
He was setting up his point.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I gotta go.
Alexis had inside key.
I saw the public shift.
What?
Huh? Oh, I saw that when Jackson started working with AA Rising, I saw like everything like shift.
Yeah, and I think that's when fans were questioning it because people were like, he's been working with, like a bunch of Team Wang stuff. Like, he's not gonna be able to come back for promotions. He's not gonna be with GOT7. Like, at first they just thought that like Jackson was gonna leave GOT7. I feel like that a lot.
Yeah, same.
So I think
I did see that a lot. But Jackson got bills to pay too.
They all do, but I mean, J-Bum is good. He's like, I'm chilling. I got all these royalties coming in.
So Jackson was chilling too. Said, "Mama."
Yeah, they all do.
Mark
Also,
Mark said, "Parents moving back in." What's up?
Oh my god, it was just wild. It was a wild time to be in a Agate.
for me too was the JB dropping like half of his stage name, like just going by Diff. Or changing to JB. Like that's when I was like, suspicious.
Suspicioso.
That's weird.
It's true. Somebody said Jackson paved the way. Not everyone paved. You're right.
Not everyone.
Honestly, like I know in Agate world, like a lot of people were saying like,
been paid, but
they were saying like, oh, why don't they just go to Team Wang? And I'm like, that would be in theory a good idea. But Team Wang focuses more on China, so it was like
That's what it's like. So
it wouldn't really.
Team Wang is Team Wang.
I know. But listen, yes, I did cry. I was sad. I was upset because I was just like, it's GOT7 not gonna be no more. Is JYP gonna do them dirty? But apparently they have a really good relationship. So I think that's why they were able to like keep the name and things like that. And honestly, like I trust J-Bum enough that I'm like, if he says that they're gonna try to do a comeback every year or something like that, then I'm gonna be like, then it's okay.
Yeah, because if they wouldn't, he's like, no, that's it. Like he wouldn't lie about it. I don't know. I just felt really bad for Carolina when the news broke because I was like, yikes.
Crying in her ramen.
She's like, yeah, just like I'm over here happy because like one of my alt groups is adding more members and she's over here crying because they don't have none. And I was like,
I was just sad. I feel like Stray Kids is going in that same route.
You think so?
I think so.
But they have a lot more creative freedom, so it's kind of like
I know, but promotion wise, I feel like that's why
Stray Kids are big because Stray Kids do everything. Well, not everything, but like because of like Bangchan.
Yeah, Bangchan basically. Oh, the Shiny Prince said if you leave the company on good terms, then you'll be all right. Yeah, that's why I think that because they had a good relationship, and the Girls with Fun, they better have a good relationship. They were making that company so much money. They were the sole like money providers for JYP for the longest. Yeah, because of albums. Because we have no chill. Listen, for Never Ever, I bought like 12 copies of that album. Why? There were only 2.
Why not?
But now I have,
now your photo card collection.
My photo card collection for the album. Complete.
You don't have to go on Macari and spend $50 on a photo card.
Is that for McNews?
I don't know. Nope.
She has a problem. She needs to go to AA. PCA. Photo card.
You got a customer.
We should just make like a Not Your Average Girls like album shop.
We should make an album.
We should have our own merch shop.
Open up our own store.
Oh my god.
Like Choice LA, NYA
Fangirls.
Gently used K-pop albums.
Like half price. You can also donate your items too. And we'll give them away or something. We do that all the time, but honestly, with how everything turned out though with GOT7, I'm really happy. I'm glad that they're happy, and we're just like heck yeah. But we're talking about Yeomans. Let's talk about NCT.
I mean, it's funny that J Park is still like stealing everyone from JYP though.
Oh,
J Park.
Okay, wait, hold on.
His battle plan is still going.
Okay, yes. Before we talk about NCT Hollywood, yes.
What happened?
J Park just like
picking him up. He knew. He knew what was up.
He knew. He was just like, let me just take him out and come through. Honestly, Yugyeom going to AOMG was a really good fit. Same with J-Bomb and Higher.
Yeah, it just made sense.
It made sense. And maybe we'll get just 2.
Oh, maybe.
Because
that's Carolina's real plan. That's what she wanted all along. She said, yeah, send them to Jay Park's companies. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's best for them? Now give me just 2 of them, bitch. Give it to me.
Oh my God. Oh, Alexa says, I live in fear that you, Gim, and JV are gonna, where'd it go? Are gonna get caught in his mess. Now, that is something that I am like, yes, exactly. Like, I'm scared that they're gonna get thrown in with Jay Park and all of his messy mess.
I don't think so.
But I don't think so.
Whenever Jay Park does off the wall shit, like it's just everyone just goes for Jay Park. Cause like, for example, like Loco's never been like dragged into any of that mess. He just living his best life.
Or
like,
Simon Dominic or
yeah,
Bray.
Anyone.
They just like
everyone knows that Jay is Jay, and like that's different.
Everybody know Jay's stupid as hell.
God.
That's why a lot of the time he does things.
We don't know.
He does things. That's another thing that happened. Jay Park going against his PR team.
Yeah, and stating that, like, yo, my PR girl said not to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm like, then why? I mean, good for her. She collected the paycheck and obviously don't have to do anything. She don't have to give no type of nothing. Because he just, I mean, it's kind of like a personal opinion. Like, hey, what you think? Like, whatever. And then she just signed that check. So, like, shout out to her. But what is the point of paying somebody to do this job for you to be like, nah, that's not right. I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Alexa said she's just scared. I just don't want to see a Dreads moment with them, etc. And I agree, but I think that
hell no. I will flip a table.
Don't they have enough experience of that, just being like in Got 7, being out to know not, you know what I mean? To just be kind of like, you know.
Yeah, man, that summer 2016 was tough.
Well, nigga gate. As a Bam Bam stan, I lived through that, and it was
as a Bam Bam stan as well.
It was, you know.
It's just how we do. But let's move on from Got 7, because if not, I'm gonna continue talking about them forever. I mentioned NCT Hollywood. Let's talk about it, because Erica, I mean, we're excited about it. I mean,
I'm hella excited. I just thought
I'm excited. I better not get a white man though, y'all. I'll be so upset.
It's not gonna happen. Everyone thought that, but it's not.
I don't think so either.
But I mean, I think if it was, I guess we'd have to make do, because I mean, 17 got Vernon, and they doing great. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. We acknowledge Vernon.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. No, it's okay.
Someone said Samuel. Yes. Okay, listen. I had this theory that he's going back to Korea to be a part of NCT. I'm just putting that out there. If it happens, but
then it would be totally. I don't think he can.
Why?
He's still in that lawsuit with.
No, he won.
No.
Oh, is it still going on?
Yeah.
He won a portion of it.
Oh.
Yeah, no one SM don't want to get involved in any legal issues.
But what won't they look like a savior? If it's like Samuel.
They might change their mind when they see Samuel do his like Usher shit where he's like pop, 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 you know?
All I'm saying is NCT Mexico, let's go.
NCT Mexico. I just think it'll be just like, it'll be a whole scandal, because it's supposed to be like a survival thing. And you know how NCT fans are. Like, if they find out, like, how did he win? It's rigged, blah, blah, blah. Like, what was the point of putting all, like, they're already mad enough. Like,
listen, NCT fans were mad when they added Shotaro. And then a day into them adding Shotaro, they were like, oh my God, I love him. So, I mean,
look, y'all
as an end citizen, I'm just gonna say, y'all, they be mad about nothing, okay? They get mad about everything. Oh my God, you can't be doing this because this. Oh my God, you can't be doing this because of this. Like you said, Sunshine and Shotaro, they were like, oh my God, 2 new members, how could you do that? And 2 seconds later, they were like, oh my God, Sunshine, Shotaro.
Yep.
Which was weird to me, because I think it was always
the best thing that's ever happened to NCT.
Like, it was always planned to have 24 members. So I don't know why they were so mad. Like, y'all know 3 were going to be added eventually. Like,
exactly. I don't get it.
But I'm excited. I'm sad for the boys, because like they couldn't get me on a survival show with just one spot. Like, you know what I mean?
That's gonna be tough.
Like, that sucks.
That's
like,
gonna be tough.
One spot, like, how many people? Like, if they have like just 10 people, like trying out for it. Like, oh, okay. But if it's like a produce situation, well, there's like 40 kids trying to get this one spot. And then, so you got to impress like not only crazy ass, like NCT. That's about the fans, not like the fans. Then you have to impress like the company in general, and then you have to impress the boys because they're judges, right? So I feel awkward too. Like last week, you told me that my vocals were garbage. I ended up making it into the group. How am I supposed to go to practice with you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I was like, oh, hey, Tail, I know you told me I can't sing worth a shit, but here I am. I got 2 bars in this song. What's up?
Okay, so D-Sal said regarding the NCT Hollywood, the initial uproar was hilarious, and I agree. When they first announced NCT Hollywood, Twitter was in flames.
I was hyped.
They put so many, like they put I think like a video of like Backstreet Boys, so and they were just like, this is the new NCT unit.
No, what was that one group that everyone always uses? They were like a Radio Disney group, and they like try to dance.
And why don't we?
Oh my god, bro, I was dying. Listen, the good thing about NCT is that the jokes are
other quality. Or that Ollie dude, that guy that thinks he's like he's Korean.
Or that he looks like Jimin.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, somebody said Expedition. I forgot about them.
I forgot about them. They were a theme. Wow, it was an experiment, right? Like a
tear that came over my eyes.
Social experiment.
And social, you see how fast that just said. They said who? I totally forgot about them. They promoted on music shows and everything, right? Damn.
It's so bad. Wow. Like those jokes were so good. I can't.
But imagine the trainee that's gonna be the one that makes it, because if you gotta make it through all this, right? Imagine how good that fucking kid is gonna be, that he's like a member of NCT. I mean, you already got a group full of like one-man band shows, right? Like you got like they can carry themselves. Imagine adding another one. Lord Jesus.
Exactly.
I'm not prepared.
I'm hyped.
No.
I'm hyped.
I don't need a new baby in NCT. I got one. Okay.
I don't know. If the theories are correct about what members are gonna be in this new group, I'm hyped. I'm ready for this US tour.
Same. I just need a tour to be like all of them.
That would be ideal. Like, why not?
Imagine when NCT is like NCT and there's like 50 members deep.
No, it's 24. We're capping it.
Bro, imagine an NCT tour, like, and you got all the units. So 1 minute you jam into Nectar, right? You in the wavy motion, you ba ba ba, and then the lights go out and they perform chewing gum. Oh my god, that's the greatest.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, poor Mark though. He's gonna be all over the place.
Like the eyes are just like, yeah. Who do I look at? I mean, they made it happen for NCT. What was it? 2020? I don't even know what years are happening. Like what years and what day? They made it happen. So like, why not? They could like substitute him out of something. Or just play his audio. Mm-hmm. He could just sit and just rap for a minute. You know what I mean?
That's true.
If I get a full NCT tour, but I don't get win-win in touch, I'm gonna throw hands with everyone.
Yes, I need that. Like I need win-win in touch. Like I need because the fact that they just took Win-Win away from 1 to 7 like randomly, like, oh, Win-Win is sick and he can't here's Jungwoo.
They said for poor Jungwoo, that was so sad because there were some people that just hated him for the fact that they said that he was Win-Win's replacement. Yeah, but the boy is talented.
Oh, he's so good. I love that.
And he's precious. And when he wants to be, he's fine. Yeah. So I just
said it'll be like AKB48, but no one ever graduates. Thank you. Yes, leave them all in there. I'm waiting. Literally, I'm gonna probably be like 50 years old, and NCT gonna be like new member. And I'm like, oh,
still gonna be going.
Let's go. I just think that the units like are endless. Like there's just so many things that they could do, so much money they can make. Just
if there's anybody,
That's all they hear.
come on, just hire Terica for your ideas because
Japan unit, please. Japan.
well, they're already working on that, but again, NCT fans and citizens were kind of upset about that too, because they're like, are they gonna pull like what they did to Win-Win? Like, is he no longer gonna be in 127 Utah? Because obviously,
I
would be mad. So like, they can't be stealing people. They just gotta like,
nope, they gotta get new members.
Plot twist, Utah don't be in the Japan unit. He ain't gonna be in it.
Imagine. I would be mad if Utah is not in the Japan unit.
We gonna be mad either way.
He's in NCT Hollywood. He's not in NCT.
Okay, but also the theory that it was that NCT Hollywood was just gonna be like the English like speaking members, and it was gonna be like Jaehyun, Johnny, Ten, Yang Yan. I was just like, ooh,
That
bring them to the stage. It's about to be chaotic.
I'm pretty sure that's kind of.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what they're trying to do. But let's think about that. Did I just say 10? Yang Yang, Johnny.
Yeah, Mark gets another debut.
It's like half my bias list.
Exactly. Imagine that's
We
a
can throw Henry and Xiaojun in there too.
That's what I said.
They got enough English there.
we can make it a bigger unit. It's true. There's so many. There's so many.
It's endless.
It's endless.
You know what? Just put them all in. NCT 2021 is NCT Hollywood.
It's NCT Hollywood. There you go.
Oh my god, that's so funny, bro. Oh, I love that. I honestly
Can you
again,
imagine the fear Mark has now that another unit was announced. He's probably like, oh my god, wait, Hollywood, I speak English. Fuck.
remember when we
God.
were waiting? We were waiting for like for Wavy, and we were just like, they're gonna find a way to put Mark in it. And they're just like, and Terica was like, oh Mark, your grandma twice removed was Chinese. Right?
So yeah, that works. There you go.
Put her in it. And they put Mark in it.
They're like, ooh, Lee. They're like, Lee is the Chinese name. Okay, we can go with that. Mark Lee. Go.
Go Mark. Oh man.
I mean, they basically did that to Tin. They was like, aren't you like Chinese kind of by blood, even though NK, yeah, here you go.
They're in there. Oh, McCoy Brown said, he's like, listen, I'm Canadian. I don't have a visa for LA. Oh,
buddy. Oh, but he lived in New York.
Oh, dang, he done fucked up.
Jayan's gonna mysteriously forget English because he don't want to put in no extra work.
God.
He's like, I only lived in America for what, 3 years? That don't count.
That don't count.
That don't count.
Don't put me in. Oh my god. All right, we got like,
I'm from Connecticut. That ain't even America. That's what he's gonna say. I live in Connecticut.
is there anybody in Connecticut that's in the audience? You know. Oh my, get connected for free.
Education
Oh my God.
connection.
Oh my god. Another thing that I think is wild too that happened this year is kind of which is like a very good thing, is the rise of Gen 2 again. So obviously we had Shiny, but Shiny's been like in every generation.
But they're
yeah.
still thriving.
Exactly. But they're still thriving. You have Brave Girls that had their like major comeback, like major come up. They went from- after school. You had 2 p.m. because of their My House.
Carolina single-handedly manifested 2 p.m. to come back.
They were just like, fine.
She wrote it in her manifesting journal. Did like crystal. She like cleansed.
She was like, Atoy.
To the full moon. She didn't have the time.
I mean, like Atoy. Honestly,
Manifesting.
I really did manifest that because I feel like I talked about 2 p.m. every other
For
week.
no reason.
For no reason.
We were just like, hey, I'm thinking about getting ice cream. Oh, you know who likes ice cream? 2 p.m. Actually. like what?
Not even just on the podcast, in our day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Everyday life, yeah. Not even just God.
Like, wow, y'all, it's 2 p.m. You know what? Atoy. But no, but it was just, it made me happy to see like all of these like older groups just come back and be thriving. Like, again, Brave Girls, I mean, Roland might have not been a bop in 2016, but it was a bop now. So Yeah. Rolling.
But I know that like they were like they did like the whole like all the stuff for like the military, the troops, and they performed a lot, and that's kind of how it spoiled. Like, but still, how did it like pop off? Like what was the spark that like got people to be like, oh yeah, let's just bring this back, and now they have a whole new album and everything, you know?
And they're like number one, and like you know how they do like the brand, like the girl group branding and whatnot. They're like number 1 or 2, and I'm like, get your coins.
Because like
I really feel like they're missing a market though with ravers, you know.
Oh heck yeah! Break it down. That's gonna be us.
Oh my god, I just.
I don't know.
Remix. I'm so happy for them, but I just want to know what was it, because old songs rechart all the time, and you're just like, okay, cool, but not to the extent to where these girls got like a brand new career out of it. It's like what was that thing that like made people like want to push for them? Like, I mean,
the only thing like that I saw when everything was happening is that people were just like, oh, we love that they're so patriotic that they went to do all these like military things, and they weren't, for some of them, they were not even paid. And like it's insane that just because of that, people were just streaming their songs. So a lot of people that are into like the streaming of songs and things like that, like they were mentioning how their song was just like naturally it went up the charts because so many people were listening to it. It was like so many individual like listeners. And Alexa says people were impressed that they went to all those military bases.
That's literally what it was.
Some that other girl groups don't even go to.
So that's really what it was. Because I heard that, but I was just like, was that really it? Like, good for them though.
Oh, and then Bacoy Brown says that Brave Girls booked at least 25 TV commercials. Like, damn, that's wild. Yeah, they're like brand ambassadors for so many things now. And that's good. I'm happy because they they almost disbanded, and they're a good group. I like them. But then again, that's just
Carolina be loving her.
Their new album. I was vibing. I was just like, heck yeah, this could be rolling part 2, 3, 4, and 5. But dang, I was living.
I was on purpose, Carolina.
It's just you know, like that's the gen that like we kind of all got into first, and you know, it was just like nostalgia. Okay.
Heck yeah.
I'm a millennial after all.
Hey, 2021, Rise of the Hags. Let's go. Hag Nation, stand up.
Oh my god. All right. Well, we only have like 8 minutes.
I'll let everybody in the chat. What do you guys think were like crazy moments?
Literally, I was just about to say
that.
that.
I don't know.
Because, you know, we might have a different
Let's see, spoken artistry. She says, yeah, people were saying that their video on that YouTube channel that does videos with clips of a song from various performances did a video of them, and things started rolling again from Brave Girls.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense too. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, Girls with Fun.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. The JB scandal was a mess. That was a messy mess.
The pictures.
The pussy wall scandal, girl.
I was like, what scandal? Y'all know I be in the trenches. We got bars on our windows, so I can't see out into the rest of the K-pop world. So sometimes it takes me a minute. We got bad reception out there too.
And City in the trenches.
So it takes me a minute to okay.
I didn't.
It was
I didn't even understand it.
Neither did I. I was confused. I'm just,
yeah, same, Alexa.
Yeah,
I literally forgot.
I forgot.
Like, what scandal are you talking about? I thought something just happened. I was like, damn.
I literally was so mad because I was just like, I cannot believe this person is making a big deal about this when it was like the day before they announced that he got signed to NYA. I'm like, yeah, you couldn't even wait. You couldn't. You just couldn't. Good Lord. Yeah, no.
Also, wait for what? He just had artist pictures on his wall.
Right,
exactly. Predator. I was like, what are y'all on? What is happening?
Like literally, people go to college and paint nude people all the time. Like it's like a class. Like it's an education. It's art, whatever. And also, it's not my house.
I know, like.
Yeah, exactly. Like put whatever you want on your wall. It's your wall.
It's your wall. I don't care. What they got to do with me?
It's your damn house. Like, But wow. But we have like 5 more minutes. If anybody else has anything else that maybe we haven't mentioned, that were kind of like a crazy moment for you, like just let us know in the chat. But before we go, we also want to say just thank you for Ashley and like the K-pop fest, for the K-pop podcast fest. I can't talk. For for inviting us and like for having us in this. Woo! And thank you everybody that's here to listen to us rant about what we thought was crazy, and we're just like looking at side eye like what. So we're just so happy about this, and honestly we couldn't be happier to help out, to donate for NAMI. We know that mental health is very, very important, and we try our best to talk about it even in our podcasts between each other. So it's been fun. this little talk. But what's something that stood out? Like Bucky Brown said, you give me weekly mental health support. Oh my god! Thank you. Oh my god, finger hearts to you.
Now you're making me blush for my expensive foundation. You can't be doing that.
No, that things like that. Thank you. Like we really, that means a lot. We really, really appreciate it. And Vicky, yes, one Instagram.
His thirst traps.
And for what? Just thirst traps in general. Like I think these K-pop idols are getting like, and also like, one host, the president, he was just like, look, these are the things you guys could be doing with y'all's Instagrams. Let me show you. Booty, titties, chest, abs, like everything, thighs, like everything.
The hand holding the bed.
He does it on purpose. So this is the thing about Wanho. I'm gonna do this in like a minute. He knows he's fine, right? So he knows he's scrumptious. Like he's like a good piece of like steak, right? Like everyone wants to bite. He knows. He knows he is this for people. So he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna give the crowd what they want. Ka-chink. All these idols, they've been in quarantine, they've been working out. I see all of y'all. I know what y'all are doing. Don't try me, okay? We know about thirst trapping, okay? Us females know about thirst trapping. So don't think that I don't know what you're doing.
And that was with him walking in the beach with his little booty shorts. He posted it and had the nerve to post edits about it just so he can repost that picture over and over. He goes, oh, cute. Y'all put me in bunny ears. Oh, let me post this picture again. Oh, cute. Wow, you put this. Let me post this picture again. It's like, okay.
He knows. Outspoken artistry said, Waha knows what he's doing. He said he wants we need to see his pic and to not cover him up. And then he goes and posts that edited pic of him just to troll.
Exactly. Like that.
First, we only had Matthew doing it. Okay, we just had BM. BM was doing it when he was going to the gym. It was great. We were like, oh yes, boys, fine. He knows. We know. He was taking his shirt off.
Take your audio out. But go off, Queen. Go off.
Everybody and their mama want to start working out and getting naked. Bonchan was naked. With the crop top.
I love Bonchan for that.
You just love him anyway. I don't understand how he's just like not your bias. You talk about this man every day.
Alexis said someone pointed out he wasn't wearing underwear on those booty shots, and nothing has been the same.
No.
He knows because he knows. He knows. He's just like, let me just,
Oh my god!
But I didn't think about that.
Oh. Yeah, no, he knows that we know that he knows.
He knows that we know that he knows that we know.
It's the same. I am knows too.
They had quarantine. They had a whole year to think about it. A whole year to think about it.
Exactly.
What can we do to help them during this time? Let's all just
naked.
Get naked 2020, 2021.
Woo! For everything. But anyway,
hot boy summer.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming and joining us in this discussion, because honestly, 2021, again, we're halfway through and it's been a lot. And we're just so happy. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you. We're glad that some of you listen to us every week or anytime. And we just thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. We will be posting this because that's what we do. But yeah. Kat, you want to sign us off?
Yep.
Yes. So whether you are thirsting for Wonho always,
yes.
Whether you have a wall full of naked women, or or you're gonna be the white man that joins NCT Hollywood, make sure you always
Fangirl on.
That's that cat.